I love it. I need a shirt that says down and nerdy. I like
You
that.
tell me where to send it, and I'll make that happen. Adepero, how you doing?
How you doing?
Doing very, very well, thank you. And it's nice to see you smiling because there's not a lot of that going on in 5 days at Memorial. I mean,
Yeah.
Karen's already in one of the most stressful parts of the hospital anyway. How do you prepare to take on a role like this?
Yeah, I mean, first thing is I read the book in which the series is based off of. Is a wealth of information about the history of New Orleans and the hospital in this city and the people that are involved and the relationships that are pertinent there. So that was a great wealth of information, and also being able to talk to Sherry Fink,
Oh, no
who
doubt
wrote the
about
book.
that. No doubt
Mm.
about that. She had to be a wealth of information there.
Oh
Karen Wynn was
yeah.
actually the head of the ethics committee at
Mm.
Memorial during the time of this. And given what happens with some of the patients that were in the hospital, how much can you tell us about her state of mind in some of those more dire moments and how there's kind of maybe a little bit of a gray area for her there?
Yeah, I think, when you are talking about ethics, you're talking about ethics as it pertains to theory and preparation. And so it's very easy to talk in a very theoretical way about ethical situations, but it's not the same thing as being faced with a disaster, a dilemma, and a complex dilemma at that, where things just keep piling on top of, and there's no you don't even he didn't even have the foresight to think about those things, the combination of things. And so and you're human and you're needing to sleep and you need to eat, and ethics can it's just ethics is not the same thing as real life. And so um, then you're just tasked with doing your job moment to moment, and trying to make do with what you have and deal with things as they come.
That is such a wonderful way to put it. Of course, we're based on a true story here with this story. So we know that there was a Hurricane Katrina, and then the aftermath. So talk about what it was like in those moments, even shooting this, to go from the joy of thinking the worst was over to
Mm.
finding out that that was very much not the case.
Yeah, I mean, you realize that you're there to prepare for hurricane, in which you're apt, at doing, and then it's literally one thing after the other. And when it gets to the point where the power goes out and patients need power, you need that to take care of people, then it becomes a whole other thing. And then you really are having to make on the fly decisions um and do your best. It almost I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. It just seems unimaginable, the set of circumstances that were having to be dealt with at the time. um yeah.
No question about that. As a matter of fact, let's expand on that just a little bit because how did
Mm.
taking this role and actually being a part of this series change your perspective about what happened during Hurricane Katrina and the aftermath of that?
I think I just learned more, unfortunately, the levels in which a system can fail its people. um I Things are not necessarily shocking, but I learn more just of the ways in which people can kind of be abandoned, and how systems can break down on multiple levels, like federal, corporates, local, um, and how people can just be left to fend for themselves. And so, unfortunately, that's one thing that I learned. I got a real sense of as it pertains to Hurricane Katrina.
Really quickly, out of para, what was the most difficult episode for you to shoot?
Oh boy. Probably episode 5, um, where things kind of get uh, pretty dire.
And you'll see exactly what she's talking about. That's August 12th. The first 3 episodes, that's when you're going to get those. 5 days at Memorial on Apple TV Plus. Pay special attention to episode 3 because she's got a big part in episode 3 that I can't wait for you guys to see, and a whole bunch of others as well. Adepero, thank you so much for taking the time
Thank
today. I
you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Thank you.